In today's video from Casterton Vintage, we're at the October Cheffins sale, and we'll start off by having a quick look at these three wonderfully restored Fords. The Ford 7000, a Ford 5000 and also a Ford 4000, all restored to a beautiful condition. If you took one of these home, you'd be very happy, I'm sure. By the look of the weight pack, the front end of this Deutz Agrostar takes some keeping on the ground. It's another immaculately restored tractor. This one was built in the early 90s. And an unusual tractor to find in the UK, this Hurleman. Originating from Switzerland and now owned by SDF, or Sami Deutz Fahr. Next, we'll watch a little bit of the auction, and we'll start off with two steam engines being sold. The first one is this Burrell.
1899 is the Burrell, 6-horse Devonshire road locomotive. Where we're going to be, ladies and gentlemen, put me straight in some round. Had you value it, put me in some round. 180,000 for it, surely. 180,000. Well, £170,000 for it, surely. 170. I'm in your hands entirely today. 170,000. 160,000, 150, thank you sir, £150,000 I have then at 150, at £150,000 I got then at 150, bid here now, we'll take twos, at £150,000 back right-handed now, at £150,000 I got then at 150, at £150,000 I got then at 152, at £152,000 now, 154, at £154,000 I'll bid in at 154, 156, at £156,000 I'll bid in at 156, at £156,000 I'll bid in at 156, make it 8 now, 158, thank you gentlemen, at 158, at 158, 160, at 162, at 162,000 I'll bid in at 162, 164, 164, at 164 now, at 164, and at 164,000 at 166, at 166,000 I'll bid in at 166, 168, at 168,000 I got then at 168, at 168,000 I'll bid in at 168, you're out at 168 now sir, at 168,000 take one if it helps you. 169. 169. Do the same for you, sir. 169,000 here. At 169,000 pound. This is in the market and selling today, ladies and gentlemen. At 169,000 pound, I got then 169. At 169,000 pound, I'll be here. 169. Is it 70 where now? At 169,000 pound, I sell. Make no mistake. At 169,000 pound. It's 70 a lot now. Fair warning. I call it 3 times. At 169,000 pound once. At £169,000 twice for the third and final time, and I sell left-handed, ladies and gentlemen, fair warning, and I sell then at £169,000. That is absolutely stunning. It's a 1915, the Foden 4-ton steam wagon. There we go. First preservation owner was the former Foden employee, Arthur Wedgwood. There we go. Beautiful patina and highly original, I think you'll agree. Unique to be on original Morley wooden wheels as well. You don't see that very often, but looks very, very well. There we go, a recent new firebox and refurbished boiler by Mervyn Mays of Yaxham, Norfolk, who you'll all know very well. Current boiler certificate and hydraulic test to 2033. and a stunning wagon ready to go. There we go, in your hands again entirely. You've read the full description. The 1915 Foden 4-ton steam wagon, ladies and gentlemen, is the Gwenny Willen, sorry. There we go. How'd you value it? No VAT. Put me straight in some round. Where we're going to be 180,000 for it again, surely. 180,000. 180,000 or 170. 170,000 pound. Where we're going to be 160. You tell me, ladies and gentlemen. 150,000 pound. Let's get to work, surely. 120. Thank you, sir. 120,000 pound. I've got at 120,000 pound. I'll be there at 120. At 120. 122. Thank you, sir. 122. 124. 124. 126. At 126, 128, at 128, 130, sir, at 130, 132, at 134, at 134,000 now, sir, 134, 136, 136, 138, at 138,000 now, 140, at 140 now, 142, at 142, I got 142, 144, 144, 146, at 146 now, sir, at 146, 148, 148. 150 at 150,000 now, sir. 150. The bid is left-handed here. At 150,000 pound, I got there at 150. At 150,000 pound, I got there at 150. At 150,000 pound, I got there at 150. This is in the market and selling today, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take ones now. At 150,000 pound, I got left-handed. At 150,000 pound, I got there at 150. At 150,000 pound, I got there at 150. At 150,000 pound, I got there at 150. We'll take one anywhere now, but this is in the market and selling today. Make no mistake. At 150,000 pound once. At 150,000 pound twice, ladies and gentlemen. Fair warning, this will be sold today at 150,000 pound for the third and final time, and I sell left-handed then at 150,000 pounds.
Next, we'll look at some more tractors. A Ford 7810 Silver Jubilee Edition, quite a collector's item, and sold for 35,000. This County Super 6 would have been made in the early 60s. It made 18,000.
They've got a heavy pulley on that.
This Ford 6610 made a very respectable 21,000. And here's an interesting pair of tractors. This is a KL Bulldog, made under licence from Lands by Kelly Lewis in Springvale, Australia. I thought it might be a bit of a collector's item, and very rare, but it only made 10,500. The Lands standing next to it made 15,000. This original condition Fordson Model N would have made quite a nice tractor to restore. It's on Dunlop wheels, and I think it's an early wartime model. Now we've got a pair of Fordson Majors. The first one is a Super Major, complete with draft control. And the second one is a much earlier Major, minus the draft control, just straight up and down on the linkage. But it does have a very nice hydraulic loader on the front. Could be quite an interesting project if you're looking for one. I'm not quite sure how you'd use the belt pulley without unbolting the loader though. Quite a tidy Case 1594 commemorative edition from the late 80s, marked the end of David Brown manufacturing at Meltham. The John Deere 7030 is a late 50s, early 60s tractor and the twilight of the John Deere two-cylinder. If you're looking for a reversible plough to put behind your crawler, how about this Crawford 4-furrow? Well, there appears to be plenty of Massey 701 balers about when you get two like this in one sale, in lovely original condition. Next, we'll watch a couple of ploughs sold and see what they make.
Well, we're going to be pumping 100, 50 bid, 50 pound a bid of 50, at 50 pound a bid, 50 bid of 50, at 50 pound a bid, 50 bid of 50, at 50 pound a bid, make it 60 where now, at 50 bid, 50 bid of 50, at 60 online, at 60 bid, 70 now on the floor at 70, at 70 pound a bid, 70 bid of 70, 80 now at 80, at 80, 90 off, we're in at 300, at 300 a bid, at 300, you're out online at 300, the hammer's up, but I sell in front at 300. 1610 is the 4-furrow Lemkin there. 60 bid online at 400 bid, a 400 bid, a 400, at 4 bid, a 400 bid, a 400. You're all out in front at 400, at 400 bid, hammers up, and I'll sell online at 400.
This tractor didn't sell in the last sale. It's a Utos Universal made in Romania.
Got then at 40 a bid, you're losing this time away then at £1,400 with the last.
Quite a tidy MP Track 1000 if you're looking for one. A Fordson E27N with a fully mounted or fully integrated catch pole bale loading elevator. If you watch this channel regularly, you'll have seen one of these fully restored at work. I'm thinking you need to move a lot of bales to commit a tractor full time to this thing. I can't imagine you'd want to take it on and off every year. And supplied by Collins Brothers at Abbottsley. Unfortunately one of the dealers that has closed down recently. A D2 needing a little bit of TLC, but it all seems to be there and in reasonable condition. A recently restored 1930s case. And standing next to the case, a recently restored International W30. As the auction continues over on the far side of the sale ground, some of the early lots are starting to move out. Here we see the Burrell Devonshire on its way to the lorry. A restored Mapbro. There's something about this that makes me think a lot of it isn't original. Let me know in the comments.
This is a superb example. Look at this, 1959, the Universal, Nuffield Universal 4DM. Proper good years all round as well. Front weight, look at that. Credit to the vendor, supplied by Tetzer Faversham. 1959 machine, there's no VAT. What a stunning example. Put me straight in some round where we're going to be. Put me in 6,000 for it shortly. 6,000, 6,000, 5,000, 5,000 pound, all the three. Thank you, sir. 3,000 pound. I got there to 3 on bid. Over 3,000 pound on bid there to 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 8, 3, 8, 4, never 4,000 now 4, 2, 4, 2, never 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, never 4, 5, 4, 5, at 4, 5, 4, 8, 4, 8, 4, 8, never 4, 8, 5,000 a bid, at 5,000 now, sir, 5, 2, 5, 2, never 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, never 5, 5, at the back now at 5,000, 5 on a bid there to 5, 5, now at 5, 5 on bid there to 5, 5, worth every penny of this, at 5, 5, at 5,000, 5 on a bid to 5, 5, now at 5, 5, to 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, never 5, 5, at 5,000, 5 on a bid there to 5, 5, selling the back then, at 5,000, 5 on a bid there to 5, 5, 5, 5, hammers up, fair warning, sir, at 5,000, 5 on a bid, and I sell at the back then, in the middle, at 5, 5, your bid, sir, 5, 5. And the 2482 is the Lance All-Dog, ever popular machine. Look at that, very, very interesting setup again. No VAT. Where are we going to be for this one then? Put me in 4,000 for it, surely. 4, the All-Dog, 4,000, 4,000, 3,000, 2 to go, surely. Yes, 1,000 a bid then, 1 on bid then, 1 bid now. At 1,000 pound on bid, never 1, never 1,000 pound I got there, 1,000 a bid then, 1,000 pound on bid then, 1 on bid, never 1,000 pound I got there, 1. 1,200 pound I got there, 12 on a bid then, 12. Fit number 1,500 pound I got there, 15 now, 18 on a bid, 18 on a bid, never 1,800, had 1,800 pound on bid, 18 on bid, never 1,800, had 1,800 pound on bid, 18 on bid, is it 2 now, had 1,800 a bid, never 1,800, had 1,800 pound on bid, 2,000 bid, had 2,000 against you online, I took it on the field first, had 2,000 pound I got there, 2 on bid, never 2,000 pound I got there, 2, 2, 2, Kevin, 2, 2, 2, 2, never 2, had 2, 2, never 2 on bid, 2, 2, 2, 2, this will be sold now, had 2,200 on bid, 2, 2, 2, 2, never 2, had 2, 2 on bid, 2, 2, 2, 2, half a lot, fair one this time, at 2,200 bid, 2, 2, 2, 2, and I sell this time away then at £2,200 online 2, 2. 2483, the county 1164. Nice original machine, drove this in myself. VAT applies. There we go, where we can stay with this one then. The county 1164, where we're going to be. Put me in 15,000 for it, surely. 10,000 a bid, at 10 on bid, thank you sir, 10 a bid, at 10,000 a bid, at 10 over 10,000 pound, make it a half, at 10,000 pound I got there, at 10 on bid, at 10,000 pound I got there, at 10,5, 10,5, 10,5, 11,000 a bid, 11,000 now, 11,5, 11,5, 11,5, 12,000 pound I got there, at 12 a bid, at 12,5, 12,5, now at 13 bid, 30,000 pound I got there, at 13,000, at 13,000 pound I got there, at 30 a bid, at 35, 35, 14,000 a bid, at 14,000 now, now for 40,000, now for 40,000 pound I got there, at 14 on bid, now for 40,000 pound on bid there, at 40 bid, at 45, 45, now for 45, 40,000 pound for a bid there to 45, 45, now for 45, now for 45 on bid there to 45, 45 on bid there to 45. You've seen enough now at 14,000 pound for a bid there to 45. The hammers up and done then at £14,500. Not quite on that one, I'm afraid. 2487, 1980 International was 684. V5 we have as well. There we go. Where we're going to be for this one then. Tall amplifier has got. VAT applies. Where we're going to be 3,000 for it shortly. 3,000. £1,000 I got there, and £1,000. Yes, 1,200 a bid there, 12, £1,500 on 50 now, 18 a bid. Never £800 on bid here, 1,800, 2,000 a bid. 2, never 2, 2 on bid there, 2, 2, 2, never 2 on bid there, 2, 2, 2, 5, 2, 5, never 5, at 2, 5 on bid there, 2, 5, 2, 5, at 2, 5 on bid here, 2, 5, 2, 8, 2, never 2, 8, make it 3 now, at 2, 8 on bid there, 2, 8, 2, 8 on bid there, 2, 8, 3,000 a bid, 3, 2, 3, 2 I got there, 3, 2, 3, 5, at 3, 5 on bid there, 3,500 on bid there, 3, 5, 3, 5, never 3, 5, 3,500 on bid there, 3, 5, 3, 5 on bid there, 3, 5, 8 or not now, at 3,500 on bid there, 3, 5, 3, number 3, 5, at 3,500 bid there, 3, 5, 3, 5, hammers up and done then, at £3,500. Lot 2488 now is a very, very well presented 1966 David Brown 990. Look at the timber up there, nice and straight, good paint job as well. There we go, there's no VAT. There we go, nice older restoration there for you, good straight timber all round. Where we're going to be for this one there, put me straight in some round. Where we're going to be, put me straight in, £2,000 for it, surely 2,000, that's cheap enough, 2,000. 1,000, thank you sir, £1,000 I got there, 1 on bid. Another £1,000 on bid there, 1, another £1,000 I got there, 1 on bid. And £1,000 on bid there, 1,000 a bid. 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 a bid there, 15, 1,800, 2,000, 2,000 a bid. At 2,000 now, at £2,000 at the back now. At £2,000 I got there, 2 on bid. 2, 2, 2, 2, sir, 2, 2, number 2, 2, 2 online it is now. At 2,200 a bid there, 2, 2, 2, 2, number 2, at 2, 2 on bid there, 2, 2, 2, 2, at 2,200 a bid there, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 5, 25, at 2,500 bid down at 25. Now we sell at 2,500 bid down at 25, 25 number 25, at 2,500 on bid here at 25, 28, 28, at 2,800 bid down at 28, 28 number 28, at 28 on bid down at 28, 28. Who's going to make it 3 now? At 2,800 bid down at 28, 28 number 28, at 28 on bid down at 28, 28. This will be sold at 28 on bid down at 28, 28 on bid down at 28. Hammers up this time at £2,800. Online it goes, 28. There we go, fitted with power steering, VAT applies. Where we're going to be for this one then, put me in. I've got £1,000, there we go. £1,000 I got there, 1,000 a bid, 1,200 a bid, there to 12, £1,500 on bid, there to 15 on bid, number 1,500, fit number £1,500 I got there to 15 on bid, number £1,500, take 16 now, at £1,500 on bid, there to 15 on bid, number £1,500, £1,600 I got there to 16 on bid, number £1,500, at £1,600 I got there 16, 1,700 a bid, number 1,800 a bid, £1,800 on bid here at 18 on bid, number 1,800, at £1,800 on bid here at 18 on bid, we sell again now, at £1,800 on bid here at 18 on bid, number 1,800, at £1,800 I've got at £1,800 and I said it's time away then. Fair warning done and on it goes in at £1,800 online, 1,800. Super little standard end, the 1940 standard end with the winch on the back. Cracking setup there for you. There we go, no VAT. Where we're going to be for this one then? A restored winch tractor with a new cable as well, the bearings, new chain, etc. There we go, lovely exhibit for you. Put me straight in somewhere around where we're going to be. Put me in 5,000 for it, surely. 5,000 £5,000 to get on. There's no VAT. 5,000, 4 to go. 3 surely, £3,000, 333 is going to get there, 3 thank you sir, 3 a bid, 3,000 a bid there, 3 a bid, 3 bid now, 3 number 33, £3,000 I got there, 3 on bid, £3,000 on bid there, 3,000, £3,000 on bid there, 3 on bid, £3,000 on bid there, 3, £3,000 a bid there, 3 on bid, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 number 3, 5, £3,000 bid there, 3, 5, 3, 5 number 3, 5, £3,000 bid there, 3, 5, it sells at this money now, £3,000 bid there, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, £3, 5 on bid there, 3, 5, and I sell left-handed down below, £3,000 bid there, 3, 5, 3, 5 on bid here at 3, 5. Who's going to make it 8 now? At 3,500 bid here at 3, 5. That's all it's going to be. Make no mistake, this sells right now at £3,500. It's here, 3, 5.
We'll take a short break from the auctioneer now and we'll have a look at some more tractors. I particularly like this Nuffield 342. It was in original condition and extremely tidy. This would have been an early 60s tractor and fitted with a BMC engine. And standing next to it was this Nuffield 460, its bigger brother from the same era. And this one had been completely restored.
Lot 2503 is the case, the DEX. There we go, ex-Sparky Chaplin tractor as well, good bit of provenance there. No VAT, where can we be on this one there? Put me in £1,000 for it. 1,002,
Our next tractor is this International 1056. It was absolutely mint. It looked like it had just come out of the International Harvester Works. Normally, even restored tractors show a little bit of evidence of the work that they'd done, but not this one. It made 30,000 plus 6% commission. At the other end of the spectrum, this International 574. Only showing 4,500 hours on the clock, but it was an absolute wreck.
2564, 1963 is a Fordson Super Major. Lovely, lovely straight tractor there for you. A new performance with live drive as well. Good tin work, side belt pulley as well. Driven into place. There's no VAT. There we go, 1963 in the year. Put me straight in somewhere around where we're going to be. Put me in 5,000 for it. 5,000, 4,000. 2, thank you sir. 2,000 pound. I got there. 2 on bid. 2 number 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 against you there at 2,5. 2, 5 number 2, 5, 2, 8. 3 bid. 3,000 now 3, 2. 3, 2 number 3, 5, 3, 5. 3, 5 number 3, 5. 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 8. 3, 8 on bid and 3, 8. 4,000 a bid. 4,000 now sir. Number 4,000. 4, number 4,000 pound. I got there. 4. We're selling it now. 4, 2, 4, 2. 4, 2 number 4, 2. 4, 2 number 4, 2. 4, 5. 4, 5 number 4, 5. 4, 8. 4, 8. 4, number 4, 8. Fill it up David. 4, 8 number 4, 8. 4, 8 number 4, 8. 4, 8 on bid there to 4, 8. 4, 8. 5,000 now. 5,000 a bid. 5 number 5,000. 5,000 pound. I got there to 5 a bid. Hammers up now. 5,000 pound. I got there to 5 a bid. Hammers up and done then at £5,000. Lot 2565 is a Fordson Super Major with the loader again. It's got a raised PTO. There we go, what do we say for this one then of no VAT, driven into place as well. Race PDO, you know what they're worth, put me straight in some round where we're going to be stand on. 5,000 for it surely, 5,000, 5,000, 4,000. 2, thank you sir, 2, I've got there at £2,000 on bid number 2, 2 number 2,000, 2,000, 2, 2 number 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 8, 2, 8, 2 number 2, 8, 2, 8 on bid of 2, 8, 2, 8 on bid here at 2, 8, 3,000 a bid, 3, 2, 3, 2 number 3, 2, 3, 2 on bid end of 3, 2, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 8, 3 number 3, 8, 3, 8 on bid end of 3,000 on bid end of 3, 8, 3, 8 on 3, 8, 3, 8 on bid end of 3, 8, right in front here now, 3,000 on bid end of 3, 8, 3, 9, 3, 9, 3, 9, 3, 9, selling left-handed now at 3, 9, 3, 9 over 3, 9, 3, 9 on bid end of 3, 9 with the race PTO as well, 3,900 bid end of 3, 9, 3, 9 over 3, 9, 3, 9 on bid here at 3, 9. 4,000, thank you sir. 4,000 a bid, you're out, John at 4,000. At 4 number £4,000. We'll take whatever helps you now. At £4,000 I got there at 4 a bid. Selling close to though. At 4 number £4,000 I got there at 4 a bid. Hammers up and done then. At £4,000. Yours again sir, 4,000. Lot 2575. Alice Chalmers and Model M. There we go. We've got the fuel jar for it as well. No VAT. Put me in where we're going to be £800 this time. 800, 500. 400, but go to 400 bid, then to 4 bid, never to 404, never to 500 pound, I got then to 5, never to 5, 600, 600, 600, 7 bid, then 7 now, 800 bid, 800 now, 800 pound on bid here, 800, at 800 pound on bid here, 8 on bid, never 800 pound on bid here, 800 pound, hammers up now, at 800 pound on bid here, 8 on bid, hammers up and down there, fair warning this time, and I sell here then at 800 pounds, 800. David Brown, 990, there we go, the loaded tractor, no VAT, where we're going to be putting in 500 pound to get on shortly, 500 pound, 200 bid, 200 pound, I got then 200, 250, 250, 300, 350, 350, 400 bid, then to 400, 450, 450 bid, 450, never 450 bid, then 450, 450, never 450, never 450 bid, then 450, never 5, at 5, never 500, 5 never 500 pound, I got then a 500 bid, that's all it's going to be now, at 500 pound, I got then a 500 bid, never 5, never 5, at 500, 550 bid, 550, 550, never 550, never 550 bid, then 550, 550, it's going to be sold now, at 550 bid, then 550, 550, never 550, never 550 pound on bid here at 550, hammers up and done then, at 550, online 550, never 5, 500 a bid, 500 a bid, 5, 5 on bid, 550, 600, 600 a bid, 50, 700, 700 a bid, 7 about, 700 a bid, bidding. 750 on bid, 750, 800 a bid, 800 pound, 8 on bid, 800 a bid, 800, 800 a bid, 800, 850 bid, 850, 850, 900, 900 a bid, 900 pound, 900 a bid, 950, 950, 950, put it up now, at 950 bid, 1,000 pound a bid, 1,000 pound a bid, 1,000 pound, but a 1 on bid, 1,000 pound, anyone know? At 1,000 pound, but a 1 on bid, 1,000 pound, but a 1 on bid, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, on the way then, at 1,000 pounds. Where we're going to be £1,000, 500, 200 a bid, 200 pound bid, 200 pound, 2, 3, 300 a bid, 300 pound, 400 a bid, 5, 500 a bid, 500 pound, 5, 6, 600 a bid, 600 pound, 7 a bid, 7 pound, 7 a bid, 50, 750, 750, 750 pound, 750 bid, 750, 750, and I sell this time away there at 750 pound. Make it 8, yes or no at 750. There we are, putting in there where we're going to be, start me somewhere around where we're going to be, 1,200, 1,000 pound to start me, 1,000, 500 a bid, 5, 6, 600 a bid, 600 pound on bid, 600 pound on bid, 7, yes, 700 a bid, 700 pound, 800 a bid, 800 pound, 8 on bid, 800, 800, 800, 900 a bid, 1,000 pound on bid, 1,000 pound, but a 1 on bid, 1,000 pound, but a 1 on bid, anyone out, 1,000 pound, 50, 1,050, 1,100, and 1,100 a bid, 11 a bid, 1,150, 50 pounds, 30 pound, 8, and 1,150 pound, but 1,150, and we ask now, and 1,150, 1,200, at 1,200, at 1,200, when you're on at 1,200, 50, 1,250, 1,250, 1,300, 1,350, 1,350, at 1,350 bid, at 1,350, and I sell right in front here, at 1,350 pounds, last chance with it in a way then, at 1,350 pounds. 25.99, the E27N, there it is there, VAT applies, what am I saying for that one there, £1,000, £1,000, Tommy, 500 a bid, 500 pound bid, 500 pound bid, 5, 5, 5, 5 on bid, 500 bid, 500 pound bid, 5, 5 on bid, 500 pound bid, 5 anymore now. 500 a bid, 5, 6, 600 a bid, 600 a bid, 600 pound on bid, 7, 700 a bid, 900 pound, studying online then, at 900 pound and away then, at 900 pounds. 26.05, the Whitlock Dinkum, there they are, the back goes, dig a load of there, VAT applied on this one. What do I say for that one there? For me, it's going to be, we're going to be 2,000, 1,500, £1,000, come on, £1,000, 800, 500 a bid, 500 a bid, 500 a bid, 5, 5, 5, 6, 8, 7, 7 a bid, 1,700,
They're down to the last few of the One Careful Owner tractors now, so we'll take a look at some of the previous sales being loaded up and taken away. And if you've ever looked at some of these tractors and thought, however do they load or unload these, here you go. It either won't start or they don't want to start it, but it'll go straight on the trailer with the help of Mr. Caterpillar. So that's about all from the October Cheffins sale. I hope you've seen something interesting, and I hope you've worked out what your tractor's worth. It was great to catch up with some of my subscribers and have a chat about the channel. It's always nice to know what you like and what you don't like. For example, being woken up in the early morning by your son watching Casterton vintage videos. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to click the thumbs up button and give us a like, and also subscribe, then you'll be notified when we launch the next one. So it just remains for me to say thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again very soon with another video.